Okay, good morning, good evening, student. Uh, welcome to our unit 7 for the future homes prediction on page 40. So right here it's a prediction. Actually, it's a discussion before the class start. So to grant you the idea so that you can predict what will be like for homes in the future. But as we are blended learning, so discussion it's very hard for us. That's why I assign you to do different tasks so that you have to provide the reasons to these statements. So if you go to your book on page 440 and then of the unit, you have to you will see. Let me go to page 40. So see, okay, you see a prediction from 1 to 10. So right here you have to actually you have to predict for the futures of 15 years or 75 years or never, but actually it's quite hard for us to get prediction about this, but it will be better for us to give the reason. So as I have done for you in example number 1, many people will live in houses floating on the sea, and then this is the sentence from the book, but I add another reason, which is my own reason, because many parts of the land will be using for farming. So you might have another opinions or any ideas to add, so you write your own ideas to support it. So from 1 to 10 you have to do it by your own, and then yeah, even though it's number 1 as an example, but you have to have your own idea to support it because you have your own reason, and then write it and submit it to me before the next sessions of the class. This is your task, and then we move to listening task. So in a listening, you have to listen to Peter Carpenter, a designer of the Earth's home, and tick the advantages he mentioned. So right here from A to P you have to tick which is the advantages. So when you listen, you go through the text together, and then you finish it, you write the tick sentence and send it to me, so before the next sessions of the class too. So let's start the listening task together. So listening, Earth's home. I is representatives of interview, and then P stands for Peter Carpenter. What is an Earth's home? The answer from Peter: an Earth's home is any house which is built on a hard underground. Often Earth's houses are built into a hillside with earth on the 3 sides on the roof. In the northern hemisphere, we usually build them with the 4th side facing south to obtain the maximum light and heat. So right here he tried to give us what is Earth's home look like. So he tried to talk about the building part is under the underground. Do you understand the word underground? So it's on the ground, and underground is to dig the ground and build the house. And the house sometimes built into the hillside and 3 sides on the roof, and northern hemisphere usually build it in 4 sides facing south to obtain to receive, to get the maximum light and heat. Maximum is the opposite of minimum. So maximum is the top one, is the best one, is the largest amounts of quality or quantity, and then light and heat. What are the advantages? Forget, the answer is forget any idea that Earth houses are cold, dark, and damp. Damp is a noun, so forget those ideas that the Earth's house are cold, dark, or damp. It is a cellar, not an Earth's house. Earth's houses are well insulated. So well insulated, it refers to the separation from other material or other stuff which protects the heat or the colds of the air inside the house, or other using material as well. So they warm the winter and cold in the summer. They are durable too. So durable, it means you can use it for a long time. The wood durable right here, they are less exposed to the elements and then last for hundreds of years. So besides durable, use it for a long time, they are less, less not exposed to the environment, so you don't use a lot of element to build this house, and then can last for hundreds of years. You use less material to build it, and it lasts for, it means you can use it around hundreds of years. And another big plus is that they make much less impact on the environment. Another big impact is that they make less impact, less impact, so it ruin a little bit to the environment. So it's kind of friendly, environmental friendly as well, so it will not pollute the environment. They are less visible. The future house will less invisible. You cannot see it very bright. You cannot see it clearly. I mean, you can see it, but it will not draw or get so much attention of our eyes. It will not attract our attention of the eyes so much. Like our building right now, they paint like red or yellow, so it affects to our eyes. So right here, the features of the home are less invisible than ordinary homes. So landscape isn't spoiled. So I mean spoiled, if you talk about children spoiled, so they are the best one. The parent always support them. The parent always thought they are the best, and they do everything they have done is right. Spoiled right here, so when you build a future home, so the home isn't look different from other buildings, so it's quite the same. That's why we use the word spoil. And energy costs are very low, so the energy the energy costs in the house are very low. We cost it just a little bit. They are very low maintenance as well, so the maintenance, you take a good care of it, it costs us less as well, so we don't need to spend a lot of money on maintenance. You don't have to paint them. We don't need to paint it at all. You don't have to worry about roof repair. So in our normally building, we have a roof which is need to be repaired sometime, but the future home, we don't need to worry about the roof repair. What are the technical issue in building them? So first of all, you can't build the earth houses just anywhere. You cannot build it anywhere. You must have planning permission, even though it is underground. Even though the earth house is going to build under the ground, but granting permission, asking for the permission from the government is very crucial. We need to do it. So you cannot do by our own without any permission. So the commonest construction is method is to excavate hillside and build a structure into the hill. So common, not more simple, but commonest is very, very simplest. So it's the most simple structure method. It's simply to excavate, so to take out the land in the hillside and build a structure into the hill. So the house are going to be built in the hill and excavate the hillside. Next one, so the roof has to be strong enough to bear the weight. Right here should be letter B, so not here. The weight of the soil is B, so I will justify it, but in this video make sure that the roof has to be strong enough to bear the weight of the soil on the tops of the wall. Must be support the roof and resist the pressures of the earth around the building. So concrete, bricks, masonry often used. So right here later we change. So that's why the roof on the top has to be strong to bear the soil, because on the tops of the building there will be a soil, and then the wall on the other side must be strong to support the building and to resist the pressure. Resist like again to protect the pressure and the earth around the building. So concrete, we cannot right here to again the pressure. We cannot say protect. Yes, could be also as well, but we cannot protect because the pressure is going to press to put a pressure on our building, but we cannot. We try to protect it, try to make the building strong, but we cannot stop the pressure. I mean, we cannot stop. So the earth around the building, concrete and brick and masonry often used. So waterproofing is important. Waterproof is to protect the water into it. So if you say a camera waterproof or the watch waterproof, it is, you can use it, you can wear it in the water, so it won't be a problem for us. So waterproofing is very important, as you know that this house is going to build on the top is the soil, on the other side is the soil, so most of the four corners are soiled. So waterproofing is very important. We have to prevent the moisture, that's why we have to prevent the moisture zipping into the structure from the walls and roof and through the floor. This is very important because moisture might zipping into the building, so that we have to build it carefully. Lighting and ventilations are also important. Lighting and ventilation, ventilation is the provisions of the fresh air into the room or the building. So to build a building, ventilation is very important. So when you have fresh air in the building, you have enough oxygen. So you can include the roof panel and introduce natural light to all parts of the building and to permit ventilation. Okay, next, the earth houses are usually very insulated, and soil cover reduce any regional variations in temperature and in construction. The whole building is lined with insulating material, so there are very little heat loss in winter. In summer, there's a considerable heat gain through the south-facing window. The earth house is usually very well insulated. In Khmer is along try to separate the heat from the inside of the house from the heat outside the house. So this is what we call insulated. Soil cover reduce the regional variation in temperature. There is a lot of variation on different kinds of temperature, and then construction whole building lined with insulation material. So most of the material they try to use it to isolate it, to make disconnects the temperature to each other. So there's very little heat loss. They try to that when they use the insulated, so the loss of the heat is very low, so that in summer there's a considerable heat gain through the south-facing window. So after you listen to my short explanation, and then I'll send you the scripts from the book, the listening script, so that you can listen to the script more, and then try to read it by your own, and then try to answer, to tick, not the answer, to tick the statement on page 40. Yeah, on page 41. No, on page 40. So you have to tick which one is the right one to support the idea from letter A to letter P, and then you submit it to me before the next sessions of the class as well. So have a good day.